Well, you know, there are a few things about clichés that need to be revisited. And you can help, and the community of bloggers can help actually in that respect, because the typical cliché is the American is entrepreneurial and the French is conservative and typically a civil servant. And I think that's very unfair. Yes, we do have civil servants, but there are lots of entrepreneurs in France as well. And the word entrepreneur actually comes from the French language back in the 18th century. But there was a really interesting survey which was conducted about 2 months ago, which indicated that nearly 70% of French active people actually wanted to set up their own business. It didn't say that they wanted to do that and only that, but they wanted to have a business, to get on with creating something. And when we found out about that, because we had previous empirical data showing that, we decided to set up a new status for people who are prepared to take risk and who say so, and who up until now are saying, well, we're not sure because it's complicated, it's time-consuming, there's a lot of bureaucracy about it, and it's costly. So we've put in place a system that did not exist under French law and French social law and French tax law, which is really the status of self-employed entrepreneur. It's called the auto-entrepreneur. And it's somebody who decides to either offer services or sell goods, but who's going to do that on a sort of let's see and try if it works basis. And who can actually register, I'm sure you can find the auto-entrepreneur website that we've put in place under my ministry. But it's a system under which you just register very quickly online, 2 slides or 2 screens, however, 2 pages, and you have a social security and tax status, which is just the payment of a fixed fee, and that covers all required and due taxes, and you can just get on with the business, be covered, accrue pension as a pension right as well under that system, and it's extremely efficient, and it's an incentive for people to just get started. And if they exceed something in the range of 80,000 euros of turnover, then they can move into another step, which is a little bit more complicated because you associate it with accounting requirements, with registration, which is a little bit more technical and formal. But that is really an easy one to get started with, and I hope it works.
And you can create start a business online on the internet, right?
Absolutely.
As well. Last question before we let you go back to your startup. How many people work at Bercy?
Ooh, masses of them.
Hundreds of thousands, right?
Not hundred, well, not sure. Maybe not that many, but we tend to include those people that work outside of Bercy, in the territory. Lots of people, but they're quite smart.
It's not a startup. Very last question, man. How can we help you? Because you have 30 countries here, you have hundreds of bloggers. So I understand we can help you by promoting the fact that Europe is not, it's actually a lot of entrepreneurs, and I think the web helps here doing that. Any way we can help you, and your colleagues, because we have a minority from France actually here. We have people from Germany, from Greece, from Italy, from.
Well, maybe if you can help by killing those clichés too often associated with France, that we are lazy, that we are too easygoing, that we're not risk-taking, that we're not entrepreneurs. I think that's very much passé, dépassé. And France has a lot to offer for those who are prepared to get the business going, who want to be entrepreneurs. France supports innovation by tax schemes and credits, and there is a movement in France that is very, very determined to put France on an innovative, forward-looking stage that is certainly supported by all the changes that we've conducted under President Sarkozy's drive. And the level of his energy is certainly matched by the level of energy that I know is often behind screens in my home country.
Well, I can see your level of energy, which is very impressive. And I have to say, generally, with many politicians, you don't get like, you ask the questions first, and everything should be prepared, and then Christina has not asked anything. Yeah, sure, let's have a conversation, right? So I'm really thankful for this, and I'm very, very proud to have a minister like yourself.
I have to tell you something. I'm very pleased to be here as well, because one of my sons actually pretends that he's running a business and that there is a huge community out there of his colleagues, and I had never met that community of colleagues, but now I know who they are. So thank you very much. I'm pleased.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let me call, I'll be right with you in a minute, Christine. Let me call now Werner Vogels, Dr. Werner Vogels, and Karl Fischer again on stage. Thank you very much, Werner. Welcome, and the stage is yours.